Welcome to the first section for PlayStation users who want to stream to Twitch. In this tutorial, I'm going to cover what hardware you need, how to set it all up, and what menu settings to use on your PS4, PS4 Pro, or PS4 Slim. Before we start, I've put a link on the course content tab to every single product I use personally for these videos and where to get them cheap. I'd recommend starting there as I know 100% these products work and will get you set up as fast as possible. Throughout the video, I'll also direct you to these links when needed so you can easily find some of the more specific items needed for this video series. With that said, let's get started. To use this section, you only need to watch the segments in this section that are relevant to the setup you want or have already. This makes the section considerably shorter than it looks on the surface. And to do that, if you are using a wireless headset, watch all the timestamp segments with 2 stars. If you are using a wired headset, watch the segments with 1 star instead. If a timestamp has a plus next to it, then everyone needs to watch that segment. And if a segment doesn't have anything next to it at all, then only watch that segment if that is something you want to set up. For example, party chat. Also, if you are using a PS4 or PS4 Pro, watch the PS4/PS4 Pro segments, and if you are using a PS4 Slim, you'll need to watch the PS4 Slim segments instead. So as a quick example, you need to watch all these segments with the plus. Then if you are using a wireless headset with the PS4 Pro, you would add these segments. And if you want to add party chat to that, then watch these segments too. Most importantly, make sure to watch these in order, and I'll also guide you along as we go. Let's get some quick terminology out of the way first so we are all on the same page. Party chat is you talking to your friends while gaming, and you can do that with the PS4's built-in party chat feature, or you can use a third-party chat application like Discord to party chat with friends. In-game chat, on the other hand, is when you want to talk to random people in the game that you are playing. For example, random people that aren't in your friends list, they are just playing the same game that you are, and they also have microphones. Also, throughout this video, I'll talk about your viewers and your streaming PC. If you plan on streaming to Twitch, this is the people watching your Twitch stream and the PC you intend to stream from. If you don't plan on streaming to Twitch, then I'm talking about the people who will watch your game clips on YouTube and the PC you intend to record your game clips with. Setting up a stream can get quite complicated, but it all breaks down to 9 basic things, depending on what you want to do while streaming. 1. You need to send the gameplay to your TV or monitor so you can see what you are playing. 2. You need to send that same gameplay to your Twitch viewers so they can see what you are playing. 3. You need to send the game audio to your headphones so you can hear it. 4. You need to send that same game audio to your Twitch viewers so they can hear it. And 5. You need to send your voice to your viewers so they can hear you talk. Additionally, if you are in a party chat with friends while streaming, you need to send your voice to your friends so they can hear you talk. You'll also need to send your friends' voices to your headphones so you can hear them talk. And optionally, if you want your viewers to hear everything that is being said in the party chat, then you'll need to send all that chat audio to your viewers as well. And at number 9, if you want to talk to randoms in the game that you are playing, you'll need to get your voice to the in-game chat. And while this seems like a lot to take in right now, if you write these 9 steps down and tick them off as you go, then your life will be much easier. If you get a little lost, just come back here and watch this short key point segment again. With that said, there are 2 ways you can record and stream your gameplay from a PS4. The first way is to use an Elgato capture card to capture your gameplay to another PC or laptop with your streaming software on it. And the second way is to stream directly from your PS4. However, if you do it this way, you won't be able to add things like overlays and Twitch alerts. And so for this series, I'll be focusing on using a streaming PC with an Elgato capture card, as this will get you a much more professional end result. It's also worth noting here that during this tutorial, if I say streaming PC, I'm talking about both the PC or laptop you intend to record your gameplay to, or the PC or laptop you intend to stream from. Same. As far as capturing your gameplay goes, you will need a capture card like the Elgato HD, HD60, HD60S or HD60 Pro, along with 2 HDMI cables, one of which will come with the HD60, and you'll also need the USB cable that comes with the HD, HD60 or HD60S. In addition to a PS4, you will need a PC or laptop to stream from. If you are using an Elgato HD60, your streaming PC will need at least an Intel Core i5 4670 CPU or better, and 4GB of RAM at a minimum, though 8GB of RAM is recommended. And if you are using an Elgato HD60S or HD60 Pro, then your CPU has to be quad-core at least, and you will also need to be running Windows 10. Your graphics card isn't really a major factor, though a GTX 650 or a Radeon 6850 or higher is recommended as well. For the game sound and chat, you can use either a wireless or wired headset if they meet specific requirements. First off, you can't use a USB only headset, regardless of whether it's wired or wireless. And you can't use a Bluetooth headset of any kind either, including the Sony PlayStation Gold headphones. I've bought and tried every setup under the sun for recording and Twitch streaming with the PS4. And while I'll cover the other possible setups in this section too, I highly recommend that you pick up one of these wireless headsets in particular. These are easy to install, get pro-grade sound, and are cheaper than any other professional setup. In other words, there is a reason why all the pro gamers use these headsets. If you don't have one of these already, then check the recommended headset link on the course content tab to find a wireless headset in your price range. From here, if you still plan on using a wired headset, then check the course and content tab on your dashboard for this course and skip ahead to the equipment wired headset segment of this tutorial. Otherwise, keep watching here for a wireless headset setup. So you can use a wireless gaming headset provided it comes with a unit that has both an optical audio port on it, like this, and a USB connection that can send and receive audio at the same time. Just like the Mixamp Pro on Astro A40s and 50s, or the USB transmitter that comes with these Turtle Beach Stealth headsets, which is why I recommended them above. Conveniently, if your wireless headset does have both of those connections, then you can use the built-in mic on your headset to talk to your friends or Twitch viewers while you stream, instead of having to buy a second mic to do that. Also, if your wireless headset doesn't have both of those optical and USB connections, you can set your headset up as a wired headset by running an audio aux jack cable to your headset, provided it supports that. Then you'll just need to follow along with the wired headset parts of this tutorial, so skip ahead to the equipment wired headset segment of this tutorial now if that's the case. Additionally, if you are using a PS4 Slim, because that doesn't have an optical audio port like the PS4 or PS4 Pro, then you will need to buy an HDMI to HDMI optical and audio splitter like this 10-DAT unit to record and stream using the PS4 Slim with a wireless headset. And I'll put a link on the course and content tab for where you can get one of those. At this stage, if you don't plan on chatting with friends in a party chat while you stream, then skip ahead to the equipment webcam segment of this tutorial, and you can do that now. If you do want to set up party chat though, then keep watching here. If you want to party chat with friends while you record or stream, you can use your wireless headset's built-in mic to do that with Discord, which I'll show you how to set up shortly. In this situation, if you don't want your Twitch viewers to hear what your friends are saying to you in the chat while you stream, then your wireless headset will need to have a 3.5mm aux input on it as well. And all of the recommended wireless headsets I mentioned earlier have one of those aux inputs on them. If you decide to use the PS4's built-in party chat feature instead of Discord, because that's what all your friends are using, then that's fine. But you won't be able to balance the volume of your friends' voices versus the game audio volume. And you'll also need to buy a second mic for this setup. Also, if you use party chat, you won't be able to talk to randoms in game lobbies and chat with your friends at the same time. But you can switch between the two in-game quite easily, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. At this stage, wireless headset users can now skip ahead to the equipment Elgato chat link cable segment of this tutorial. You can use a wired gaming headset or regular wired headphones for recording or streaming. And to do that, you will need one of three things. You'll need either a home stereo with an optical audio port like this on it, or your gaming monitor or TV will need to have a headphone output jack on it, or you will need to get an HDMI to HDMI optical and audio splitter like this 10-DAC unit. The downside to using a wired headset, among other things, is you won't be able to hear Twitch notifications or music on your stream. You can still set them up and your viewers can still hear them, but you will only be able to hear your game audio, which is how some people prefer it anyways. Conveniently, all versions of the PS4, including the Slim and Pro, work with a wired headphone setup, provided you have one of the three connection options I just mentioned. You can also use the built-in mic on a wired gaming headset if your headset has two separate cables, one for the mic and one for the game audio. If your headset only has a single 3-ring jack on it instead though, you can still use the mic on your wired headset by splitting that single cable into two separate mic and game audio cables. To do that, use a Y-splitter cable like this, which has one female connection and two male connections. Just take note here that this has to be a CTIA Y-splitter cable, and you can check the recommended headset link on the course content tab to get the correct cable for cheap. At this stage, if you don't plan on talking with friends in a party chat while you talk to your viewers on stream as well, then skip ahead to the Equipment Elgato Chat Link cable segment of this tutorial now. If you do plan on party chat though, keep watching here. With a wired headset, you are limited to the PS4's built-in party chat feature if you want to chat with your friends while recording or streaming. And because of the way the PS4 is wired, you will need a second microphone to do that. Also, if you use the PS4's built-in party chat, you won't be able to talk to randoms in game lobbies and chat with your friends at the same time. But you can switch between the two in-game quite easily, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. The Elgato Chat Link cable is also an option, but it gives a very low quality result and not what I'd call suitable for any kind of decent recording or Twitch stream. If you already own a Chat Link cable, sell it and put that money towards one of the wireless or cheap wired headsets I mentioned previously. As far as microphones go, when I mention a jack mic, I mean a little lavalier, aka lapel 3.5mm jack mic. And you can use a cheap jack mic like this or something more expensive like a Rode SmartLav. When I mention USB mic, you can use a USB mic like the Blue Snowball, Blue Yeti, or something like the Audio-Technica AT2020 USB mic. And this is the most common and easiest choice to set up. Or you can use a jack mic with a USB adapter like this one from Logitech to effectively turn a jack mic into a USB mic. This will be the cheapest setup, but still sounds really good. So if you're on a tight budget, then that will be the go. Alternatively, you can use a full studio XLR microphone with a USB sound card like the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, which will get you the best quality sound, but not by much. And this is the most expensive option, so you would only use this combo if you have a studio XLR mic that you really want to use. Again, I've put links to all this gear on the course content tab, so check there to find one that suits your budget and needs. You can add a webcam to your stream, and if your webcam has a mic on it, like the Logitech C920, then you can use that mic to talk to your viewers or friends instead of buying a USB mic like one of the ones I just mentioned. If, however, you don't have a webcam, but you do have a smartphone like a Samsung Galaxy, HTC, or Google's Pixel phone, you can go to YouTube and search for "Use your phone as a webcam" for Twitch and YouTube, and it will take you to a video I made that will show you how to use one of those phones as a webcam for free. Just keep in mind that when using a phone as a webcam, you can't use the mic on the phone for your voice. Now that you have all the equipment needed, the first thing to do if you are using a webcam is to plug that into your streaming PC or laptop now. Before you proceed any further, you need to disable the PS4's copy protection, otherwise none of this will work. So the first thing you want to do before connecting any type of capture card is go into the PS4's settings menu and scroll all the way down to where it says System. In here, untick this Enable HDCP box and choose Yes. This disables the PS4's content protection so you can stream your gameplay. Just keep in mind that you'll need to turn this back on if you want to watch Blu-ray movies. Now, let's hook up the Elgato capture card to your PS4, PS4 Pro or PS4 Slim. If you are using an Elgato HD60 Pro, install that into a PCIe slot inside your streaming PC. For all other versions of capture card, including the HD60 Pro, run an HDMI cable from the HDMI output on the back of your PlayStation 4 into the HDMI input port on the Elgato capture card. Now run a second HDMI cable from the HDMI output port on the Elgato capture card into the HDMI input port on the TV or computer monitor you use to watch your gameplay on. Now, if you are using an Elgato HD60 or HD60S, plug the USB cable from the capture card into the USB port on the computer that you will be streaming from. That USB cable isn't required for the HD60 Pro though, as it's installed inside your streaming PC already. At this point, if you are using a wired headset with your PS4, then skip ahead to the Setup PS4 Wired Headset and Mic segment of this tutorial. If on the other hand you are using a wireless headset, like the ones I mentioned earlier with a PS4 Slim, then skip ahead to the Setup PS4 Slim wireless headset and mic segment of this tutorial. So do that now. Or if you are using a wireless headset with a regular PS4 or PS4 Pro, then keep watching here. Now let's cover a wireless headset setup with a regular PS4 or PS4 Pro first. First, run the optical cable, which looks like this, from the optical port on the back of your PS4 into the optical port on the USB transmitter or mix amp that came with your headset. Now run the USB cable from your mix amp or plug the USB transmitter into your streaming PC or laptop. With this setup, you are able to talk to your viewers and record your voice using your headset's built-in mic. Now, if you want to talk to random people in-game while you record or stream, plug a mic, either USB or jack mic and adapter, into your PS4. From here, if you don't plan on chatting with friends in a party chat while you record or stream, then you can skip ahead to the Streaming PC Windows Settings segment of this tutorial. Or if you plan on chatting with friends using the PS4's built-in party chat feature, because that's what your friends are using, then skip to the Party Chat Setup PS4/PS4 Pro wireless headset and mic segment of this tutorial. Or if you plan on chatting with friends using Discord instead, then keep watching here. If you are planning to use Discord to chat with friends while you record or stream, you can do that with that same single headset mic, and your viewers will be able to hear everything you and your friends are saying in the party chat. If you're happy with that, you can move straight on to the Discord install and settings wireless headset segment of this tutorial now. Otherwise, here's where you'll need to plan ahead a little. If you don't want your viewers to hear what your friends are saying while you chat with them using Discord, and you do plan on having music and song requests playing on your stream, what you'll need to do is run a 3.5mm aux cable from the headphone output jack of your streaming PC into the 3.5mm aux input or mobile connection jack on your headset or mix amp if it has one, and you'll see why later. Keep in mind that if you don't plan on having any music or song requests on your Twitch stream, then there is no need to connect this cable. With that set up, you can now skip ahead to the Discord install and settings wireless headset segment of this tutorial. To use the PS4's built-in party chat feature instead of Discord to chat with friends while streaming, change the USB cable from your mix amp or USB transmitter to run into a USB port on your PS4 instead. If at this stage you have a mic plugged into your PS4 already from the last step, unplug it from there and plug it into your recording or streaming PC or laptop instead. If you don't have a mic plugged into your PS4 already, then plug a mic, either USB or jack, into your streaming PC. Note here that if your webcam has a built-in mic, then you could use that instead of plugging a second mic into your streaming PC. If you are using this setup, you can now skip ahead to the Streaming PC Windows Settings segment of this tutorial. If you have a PS4 Slim and want to use a wireless headset and HDMI audio splitter, like the 10 DAC unit I mentioned earlier, then you'll need to add that splitter into your setup. To do that, run the HDMI cable from the PS4 Slim into the HDMI input on the HDMI splitter. Then run another HDMI cable from the HDMI output on the splitter into the HDMI input on the HD60 and leave everything else the same. Now run an optical cable, which looks like this, from the optical port on the 10 DAC HDMI splitter into the optical port on the USB transmitter or mix amp that came with your gaming headset. Now run the USB cable from your mix amp or plug the USB transmitter into your streaming PC or laptop. With this setup, you are able to talk to your Twitch viewers or friends using your headset's built-in mic. Now, if you also want to talk to random people in-game while you record or stream, plug a mic, either USB or jack mic and adapter, into your PS4. From here, if you don't plan on chatting with friends in a party chat while you stream, you can skip ahead to the streaming PC Windows settings segment of this tutorial. If you do plan on chatting with friends using the PS4's built-in party chat feature though, then skip to the party chat setup PS4 Slim wireless headset and mic segment of this tutorial. Or if you plan on chatting with friends using Discord, then keep watching here. If you are planning to use Discord to chat with friends while you record or stream, you can do that with that same single headset mic, and your viewers will be able to hear everything you and your friends are saying in the party chat. If you're happy with that, you can move straight on to the Discord install and settings wireless headset segment of this tutorial. But here's where you'll need to plan ahead a little. If you don't want your viewers to hear what your friends are saying while you chat with them using Discord, and you do plan on having music and song requests playing on your stream, what you'll need to do is run a 3.5mm aux cable from the headphone output jack of your streaming PC into the 3.5 aux input or mobile connection jack on your headset or mix amp if it has one, and you'll see why later. Keep in mind that if you don't plan on having any music or song requests on your Twitch stream, then there is no need to connect this cable. With that set up, you can now skip ahead to the Discord install and settings wireless headset segment of this tutorial. To use the PS4's built-in party chat feature instead of Discord to chat with friends while streaming, change the USB cable from your mix amp or USB transmitter to run into a USB port on your PS4 instead. If at this stage you have a mic, either USB or jack mic and adapter, plugged into your PS4 already from the last step, unplug it from there and plug it into your recording or streaming PC or laptop. If you didn't have a mic plugged into your PS4 already, then plug a mic, either USB or jack, into your streaming PC or laptop. Note here that if your webcam has a built-in mic, then you could use that instead of plugging a second mic into your streaming PC. At this stage, you can now skip ahead to the streaming PC Windows settings segment of this tutorial. Now let's sort out the Discord settings on your recording or streaming PC for those of you using a wireless headset and Discord to chat to your friends while you stream. First, on your streaming PC, head up Google and go to discordapp.com. Then either install Discord or just open it in your browser. If you don't have an account, create one, and once you're logged into your account, create a server and give it whatever name you want. Click on the home icon at the top, then right-click on your friends and invite them to the server you just created. They'll get an invite notification to join your server, and once they've clicked that, you both need to join the voice channel on that server. Now go into the Discord voice and video settings, and in here, make sure these are set to default and set the input sensitivity to automatic. It's also a good idea at this point to make sure any chat or volume sliders are turned up on your wireless headset or mix amp. At this stage, if you don't have a 3.5mm aux cable running from your streaming PC to your gaming headset set up from the last segment, you can skip ahead to the streaming PC Windows settings segment of this tutorial now. If you do have a 3.5mm cable attached though, you need to change the Discord output to your streaming PC's built-in headphone output, and this will likely show up as headphones Realtek something. Only do this though if you have that 3.5mm aux cable running from your streaming PC to your wireless headset's aux input. For all other setups, just leave this as default. At this stage, wireless headset users can skip ahead to the streaming PC Windows settings segment of this tutorial. To set up a wired headset or normal wired headphones with the regular PS4 or PS4 Pro, you can either run an optical cable from the optical port on the back of the PS4 into a home stereo system that has an optical port on it, and then plug your wired headphones audio jack into that. Or for any type of PS4, including the PS4 Slim, which doesn't have an optical port on it, you can plug your wired headphones into the headphone output jack on your TV or computer monitor instead, if it has one. If you don't have a home stereo with an optical port and your TV or monitor doesn't have a headphone jack on it, then you will need to get an HDMI optical audio splitter like the 10-DAC unit I mentioned earlier. In that case, take the HDMI cable running from the HDMI output port on your HD60 and plug it into the HDMI input on the HDMI splitter. Then run another HDMI cable from the HDMI output on the splitter into your gaming TV or monitor, and then plug your wired headset or headphones into the headphone jack port on the HDMI splitter. When it comes to talking to your viewers and recording your voice, you can do that one of three ways. Either plug a USB or jack mic into your streaming PC or laptop, or use the built-in mic on your webcam instead if it has one, or you can use the built-in mic on your wired headset. To do that, as I mentioned earlier, that headset will need to have two separate lines, one for audio and one for mic. Or if your headset only has a single cable with a 3-pin jack on it, split that cable using the CTIA Y-splitter cable I mentioned before. Once you're good, plug the headphone audio cable into your HDMI splitter, home stereo, or TV or monitor's headphone output jack, depending on what setup you're using. Then plug the mic cable from your headset into your streaming PC's mic input jack. Now, if you want to talk to random people in-game while you record or stream, plug a mic, either USB or jack mic and adapter, into your PS4. At this stage, if you don't intend on talking with friends in a party chat while you stream, you can now skip to the streaming PC Windows settings segment of this tutorial. If you do plan on party chat though, keep watching here. When it comes to party chat with a wired headset, you're limited to the PS4's built-in party chat feature. This is because Discord is not compatible with how the PS4 deals with wired headsets. If you want to use Discord to chat, you'll need one of the wireless headsets I mentioned at the start of this tutorial. As a side note, the benefit of Discord is it allows you the flexibility of balancing your friends' voices versus the game audio on stream, giving you a more professional end result. In saying that, if a wired headset is all you have, the PS4 party chat is not too bad. And to set that up, if you already have a mic, either USB or jack, plugged into your PS4 from the last step, then you're good to go. If you don't, then plug one into the USB port on your PS4 now. Now, your friends can hear you talk through that mic, and you can hear them talk through your wired headphones. Now, on your streaming PC, go to your Windows taskbar, right-click on the speaker icon, choose Sounds, and on the Recording tab, set this to the USB or jack mic you have plugged into your streaming PC. Or if you are using the built-in mic on your headset, set this to that. As you can see here, I'm using the mic on my Turtle Beach Stealth 400 headset. Then click on the Playback tab, and if you are using a wireless headset, select it from this list and set it as default. If you are using a wired headset instead, it doesn't matter what you have set in here, as your wired headphones are not plugged directly into your streaming PC. With all that done and the hardware all set up, let's double check a couple of things first. First, make sure the volume dials are all turned up on your wireless headset or mix amp if it has them. I know that sounds really obvious, but this has by far caused me the most dramas. Now, if you have any external speakers plugged into your recording or streaming PC, make sure those speakers are turned down or off. And if you are using a laptop to record or stream, then make sure the speaker volume is turned down there too. Also, make sure that if you currently have a wired headset plugged into your TV or computer monitor right now, that the volume is turned up on that TV or monitor. Alternatively, turn the volume all the way down if you don't have any wired headphones plugged directly into your TV or monitor. At this point, the only place you should end up having sound coming out is the headset or headphones on your head. It's also worth noting here that when connecting any equipment, the picture or sound doesn't always come on instantly while the hardware makes the connection. So give it a couple of seconds after plugging or unplugging anything. Also, if you do unplug something and then plug it back in, your headset or mic may not work until you restart whatever software you are using. For this reason, it's always best to make sure all your cables are connected correctly before turning anything on and changing any software settings. Now, let's move on to the PS4's menu settings. So the first thing you want to do is go into the PS4 settings menu, and if you're on a PS4 or PS4 Pro, scroll down to where it says Sound and Screen. Then go to Audio Output Settings, set the primary output port to Digital Out Optical, and leave these three boxes unticked and choose OK. Now set the audio format priority to Linear PCM if it isn't already. Note that if you are using a PS4 Slim, you can skip that step as it doesn't have a digital optical audio port. Now head back out of this settings menu and go on down to devices, select audio devices and set this output device to TV or amplifier. Also untick this switch output device automatically box, as this will prevent the PS4 from changing your settings if you unplug something and plug it back in. To configure your microphone, if you don't have a microphone plugged into your PS4 right now, or if you are using Discord to chat with friends, set this input device to none. If you do have a mic plugged into your PS4, which means you plan on using the PS4's built-in party chat, then set this to whatever mic you have plugged into your PS4. This could be either a USB mic or it could be your gaming headset's mic if the USB cable running from your gaming headset's mix amp or USB transmitter is plugged into your PS4. As you can see here, I'm using the Turtle Beach Stealth 400's built-in headset mic. From here, you can also adjust your microphone volume so you don't blast your friends with a loud, distorted voice in the PS4 party chat. This is also where you'd tell your friends to turn their mics down if they are too loud. If at this stage you are not using the PS4's built-in party chat feature to chat with friends, then skip ahead to the wrap-up segment of this tutorial now. If you are using the PS4's built-in party chat feature though, then keep watching here. If you are using the PS4's built-in party chat feature to chat with friends while streaming, head out of the settings menu, go to Party, Create Party, choose what options you want here, and then create the party. Now, pick a friend you want to chat with and choose Invite. Once you are in a party, go to Party Settings and adjust mic level to a comfortable setting. Adjust Audio Mix sets the balance of your friends' voices versus your game audio, so move this slider more towards non-party audio to make the game audio louder, or party audio to make your friends' voices louder. This is limited though and not as effective as the options you'd find in Discord. Now set chat audio to prioritize party chat, and when you are in-game, if you want to switch between party chat with your friends and in-game chat with randoms in the game lobby, then come back to this menu and change this to prioritize game chat to do that. Don't worry about these other two options as they only apply to the PS4's built-in broadcasting features. And that's it for the PS4 hardware and software setup. You can now skip to the fourth section in the series that will show you how to configure your streaming PC software, including OBS. You can also check out my YouTube channel, which is Facepalm, for a range of free videos covering everything from VR to regular gaming. So I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!